In the Gospel, Matthew says, "Suddenly a violent storm came up on the sea." The Greek there could more literally be translated, "Suddenly a violent shaking came up on the sea." The sense is that this is not an ordinary storm. This is caused by supernatural forces. It's interesting that the Gospel passage begins by saying, as Jesus got into a boat, his disciples followed him. Now, following Jesus is a good thing, right? It means imitating Jesus, obeying his will, etc. But the Gospel tells us that the immediate consequence of the disciples following Jesus is a supernatural, violent shaking of their boat. Have you ever felt that way? Hey, I'm trying to be a disciple here, a follower of Jesus. So why does it seem like God is letting all these bad things happen to me? Maybe the disciples in today's gospel felt the same way. They're following. They're in the boat, in the church. And now it seems their very lives are at stake. But here's the thing. The disciples were the ones upset and terrified about the violent shaking, not Jesus. He was asleep of all things. Taken from our earthly perspective, every shaking, great or small, can seem like the end of the world. We are perishing, the disciples say. But from Jesus' perspective, just a little faith will carry us through even the most violent shaking that nature can do. Even the most violent shaking that our emotions, our mental abilities, and even our soul can endure. Just a little faith will bring us to the great calm of interior peace, regardless of the natural or supernatural shaking going on all around us. The disciples showed some faith in two ways: by waking up Jesus and by crying out to him, "Lord, save us." They showed their lack of faith by immediately adding, "We are perishing." We too can grow in faith by waking up to the presence of Jesus within each of us and in those around us. And then by crying out to him, "Lord, save us," not in fear, but in confidence and in faith. In the first reading, the prophet Amos tells his readers to prepare to meet your God. If we prepare to meet him without faith, our preparation will involve fear and terror. With faith, however, that meeting will not only be one of great calm, but one of great and perfect joy as well.